Hey, sorry to ask again, but could you transfer some money over?
What? Again? I just sent you some the other day.
I know, but the thing is my paycheck is late again. Our CEO passed away and the whole company is in chaos right now.
Wait, they're delaying paychecks because the CEO died? Isn't that kind of a huge deal? Like, wouldn't that be on the news? That's a pretty significant thing for a company.
Yeah, exactly. So things are really rough for me right now. Being away from home, I'm not spending a ton usually, but when I try to cover rent and utilities, I just don't have enough. The housing stipend payments are backed up too, so I'm really stuck.
How long has the stipend been backed up? That's separate from your salary, isn't it?
Everything's tangled up right now. The whole payroll department is a mess. I can't even get a straight answer out of anyone about when it'll be sorted.
Should I go ahead and report this to the labor board? I mean, they're basically making you work for free, right?
No. I owe a lot to my boss. I don't want to make waves. We're all pulling together to push through this tough time as a team. We just rallied and got our heads back in the game.
I mean, no matter how much you rally, you can't survive without getting paid. Rally all you want, but your landlord isn't going to accept team spirit.
That's exactly why I'm asking you, Mia! You just got paid this week, right? I hate to ask, but could you send about $1,000?
I don't mind sending it, but didn't you say your paycheck was delayed last time too? Did you ever get that sorted out?
That's what I'm saying. I still haven't seen that money either. Last time it was because the chairman passed away.
Is this company cursed or something? The CEO and the chairman? In what, 2 months?
It's been a rough stretch, okay? These things happen.
I want to make sure I understand this correctly. You haven't been paid in over 2 months, but you don't want me to contact anyone. And you don't want to raise it with HR yourself either?
Look, can you just do it? Quit making this difficult, please.
Quit making this difficult? Why are you talking to me like that? You're making it sound like I'm the one being unreasonable.
Because you are being unreasonable. I'm telling you, things are hard at work and you're just wasting my time. I don't have time for this, please.
I said I'm fine with sending the money. I'm just worried about what's going on with your company. Should I just reach out to them directly?
Hey, stop! Don't go sticking your nose where it doesn't belong!
But you've gone over 2 months without a paycheck, right? That's not normal. I can't just sit here and say nothing.
Hold on! That would tank my reputation at work! Please, for the love of... Don't do anything! You're not even part of this! We're a small, tight-knit team and we're handling it! Seriously, stay out of it!
I'm not trying to interfere, but... Don't you think it's strange that you keep asking me for money while telling me not to ask any questions?
Then do nothing! We trust each other completely on this team. A delayed paycheck isn't the end of the world. What matters is getting the work done. God, why do women always have to butt into work stuff?
Fine, I'll send the money, but I want it back. Every cent. I'm emailing you a loan agreement. Sign it and send it back.
Are you serious? What kind of married couple does that? You are so incredibly cheap, you know that?
Sign it or don't get the money. Your choice.
This is unbelievable! Fine, send the stupid agreement! Hey, new guy, you free tonight again? I'm gonna teach you how adults have a good time. You're coming, got it? Huh? Mr. Walsh, again? Sorry, tonight's actually kinda tough for me. What, are you saying you can't follow your boss's orders? It's not that I can't, it's just tonight is really hard. I kind of already have plans. Plans? You had plans when I might want to go out? I told you to keep your evenings open. Didn't I say that? I've been trying my best to do that, but keeping every single evening completely free is just, I have things I need to take care of too, outside of work hours. Like what? You don't know anyone here. You told me that yourself. I still have personal things to handle. Errands, calls home, that kind of thing. Fine. Then bring whoever your plans are with. I came into some extra cash, so we're hitting the club again. Sound good? Are you going to see Amber? Then I'd probably just be in the way, right? Don't be dense. To help Amber's sales numbers, you need to bring more bodies. That's how it works. Bring your friend and have them request Amber too. Understood? Mr. Walsh, hold on. That's completely unreasonable. I can't just ask someone to do that. That's not really something a person can ask of a friend. Are you saying you won't listen to me? Then maybe I'll need to revise your performance review for this quarter. Wait a second! If you don't want that, come with me. Clear? You want to keep things smooth at this job you worked so hard to get, right? All right, I'll come by myself then. I'll cancel on my friend. Fine, whatever. Just show up. Got it? Be in front of the station after work. I'm going straight from a meeting, so I'll swing by and pick you up. Yes, sir. Can I ask one thing? What? Will we be splitting the bill again? I just want to plan ahead. You'll find out when we get there. Understood.
Hey, who is the woman in your social media posts? I just sent you the screenshot. It's a photo of the two of you.
What? How do you have that photo? That was posted on my private account.
Just answer the question. Who is she? You've got your arm around her, looking pretty cozy. And is that a gentleman's club? I thought you were broke.
I don't know how you found that, but what exactly do you want from me by throwing this in my face?
Excuse me? I want to know who she is and what your relationship is. That's a completely reasonable thing to want to know, Derek. You're asking me for money, and meanwhile, you're at a club with another woman.
Oh, this is such a hassle. I'm not in the mood to explain. Figure it out yourself. Bye!
Hey, wait! You can't just leave it at that! Explain yourself. What have you been doing out there?
Working, obviously. Whatever. I'm going back to work. I don't have time for pointless conversations.
Derek, wait!
Hey, Tyler, you did this, didn't you? Huh? Did what? Don't play dumb. You showed that photo to someone, didn't you? A photo? A photo! You know what I'm talking about! You used your phone to take a picture of me and Amber, remember? At the club the other night. Does that ring a bell? Oh, yeah, I remember that. Who did you show it to? I didn't show it to anyone. I took it and sent it to your phone and that was it. Don't lie to me. It got out. There's no one else it could have come from but you. Hold on a second. Mr. Walsh, you posted it on your own social media. It was on a private account. The only people who follow it are close colleagues and friends from back home. The only leak could have come from you. That's ridiculous. I didn't show it to anyone. Who would I even show it to? I'm from out of state. I don't have any friends here. And everyone in our department already follows your private account anyway. Ugh. If it wasn't you, then who? I honestly don't know, but maybe it was someone at the office? The people at this branch are my team, my people. You're accusing them? No, I'm not saying that. I'm just thinking through the possibilities. Watch your mouth, I'm warning you. Keep pushing it and I'll have you out of here. I understand. I'm sorry. Oh, right, that water I bought you the other night after the club? When exactly are you planning to pay back that $2? Oh, wait, that wasn't on you? What? Why would I pay for someone who hasn't produced any results? Pay me back when we get back from lunch, otherwise that's stealing! Yes, understood. I'll have it for you. Exact change. Don't make me dig around for coins. Yes, sir. Hey, did the divorce papers I mailed arrive?
They arrived. What is this? What are you thinking?
I mean, it's pretty obvious, isn't it? We're getting divorced. You saw that photo, so whatever. I was planning on doing this eventually anyway, so might as well be sooner.
So, you're admitting to cheating? You're not even going to try to explain it away?
I didn't want to admit it, but I guess I have no choice. Paying a settlement is annoying, but I'll think of it as the cost of building a life with Amber.
Amber. That's her name?
Yep, got myself someone new, so go ahead and file those, then get out of the house. I'm gonna marry Amber and build a real happy life.
Well, that saves me the trouble. Thanks.
Huh, tough act. I could tell you're crushed. You're not exactly a catch, you know. Getting dumped by me is gonna make your life pretty rough.
Whatever. Just make sure you pay back the money I lent you.
Yeah, I'll tack it onto the settlement. That cheapness of yours, by the way, you should really work on that. Nobody likes a cheapskate, man or woman, right?
Quite something, hearing that from someone who's been borrowing my money. You're not even a little embarrassed saying that? You're basically the poster child for cheapskates.
Hey! Say that one more time and you'll regret it! I can make your life very difficult if I want to. You know that, right?
Threatening violence to get your way. That's somehow even cheaper.
You...
Well, I hope Amber's okay with all of that. Anyway, I'll go ahead and file the divorce papers. And I'll move out. My attorney will be in touch about the settlement and everything else.
Sure, good luck on your own.
Oh, and one more thing. I signed the loan agreement. Did you? Because if you didn't, that money is still a legally recoverable debt. Either way, I'll be collecting.
Do whatever you want. What do you mean Amber isn't here? Like I said, Amber's not in tonight. It sounds like she quit. Amber quit? That makes no sense! I messaged her earlier today telling her I was coming. She wouldn't quit without even telling me. But the staff here are saying she quit. Something must have happened to her. No way would she go silent on me. This isn't right. I need to find her. She might need my help. She's fine, Mr. Walsh. Amber is safe. The staff confirmed they heard from her directly. How do we know that's true? I bet the club is behind this. She probably had her phone taken away. She's probably locked up somewhere in this building. Mr. Walsh, that's definitely not what happened. She's okay. She actually messaged me. What? Just now, I got a text from her saying she quit, so she's safe. Don't worry. I can show you the screenshot if you'd like. Wait, why is she texting you? You only met her once when I brought you here. I honestly couldn't tell you. You're lying. I know you're lying! Send me that screenshot right now! And don't you dare edit it! Okay, sure. Ha! Whose account is this? That's not Amber's profile picture. And why is the name blacked out? Her Amber account is the one she uses for work. She doesn't use that one personally. This is her real account, and she uses her real name on it. I hid it for privacy. So she's texting you from her personal account? Why would she do that? That doesn't make any sense. Well, she confessed her feelings to me. What? The first night I came to the club, we met there. The next day, I ran into her completely by chance downtown. We were both waiting for the same bus, started talking, really hit it off, and ended up talking through the whole night. And then she told me she'd fallen for me the moment she saw me that night. Come on, that's obviously made up. Who falls for a guy like you at first sight? Ah, and you two hit it off? What could you two possibly have talked about? We found out we both couldn't stand the same person. We bonded over that. Ha! What kind of reason is that? You two don't even have any mutual friends. The only person you'd both know would be me? Wait! I'll leave that to your imagination. You don't have to believe me, but the bottom line is Amber's not coming back to this club. Good night. Hold on! Tyler! Tyler, answer me! I'm still your boss. You can't just walk away from me. It's after hours, Mr. Walsh. Good night. You set me up! You played me! Feeling pretty clever, are you? Set you up? I didn't set anyone up. You being removed from the project was because of your own behavior in the workplace. Don't give me that. I was tight with my team. Getting pulled off the project makes zero sense. You were working some angle behind the scenes. I know it. You're about to get a full explanation from HR, but I've been keeping a record of everything you've put me through. What? Being treated as your personal errand boy, being talked down to every day, being dragged to bars and the club after hours against my will, having my personal time completely controlled by you. And on top of that, being forced to go out and then made to split every single cent. One time you said the bill didn't divide evenly and told me to let you slap me for the difference. I recorded that. That's assault for the record. You recorded it? Wait, what exactly is going on here? I documented everything you've done to me, and I submitted all of it to the company. I was at my limit. That's why you got pulled from the project. You're biting the hand that fed you after everything I've done for you? I genuinely cannot think of a single thing you did for me. If anything, I'm the one who's been doing things for you. I've bent over backwards to give you whatever you wanted. I covered for you when you were late to the branch meeting. I stayed until 9 p.m. twice a week because you kept adding things to my plate. I paid you back $2 for a water I didn't even ask for. You little... That said, there is one thing I'm actually grateful to you for. You introduced me to Amber. What? What are you talking about? Amber and I are together now. Excuse me? I know it's fast, but we just click on every level. She quit the club because she's with me now. Don't mess with me. Amber and I were going to get married. She used to tell me all the time. She said being with me sounded amazing. Well, she works in hospitality. Of course she said things like that. She's probably said things like that to a lot of regulars. No, I don't believe you. There's no way someone like you and Amber... Here's a photo of the two of us. I wasn't really going to show this, but Amber said showing you this would probably get through to you. No way. Amber! Seriously? She said to thank you for all the times you came out to the club, but she also wanted you to know that your behavior toward the other staff, the servers, and me was incredibly unpleasant to witness. Also, it seems like the rest of the company was fed up with your attitude too, and what you put your wife through, that's honestly awful. What? My wife? What does she have to do with this? What you did to your wife, Mr. Walsh, telling her your paycheck was delayed to squeeze money out of her, then using that money to go to the club? That's rock bottom! Wait, how do you know about that? I never told anyone that! Who told you? Your wife called the company. Everyone was horrified. That was also a major reason you were pulled from the project. That idiot! She actually went and did it! I genuinely felt terrible for your wife. So I couldn't help myself. I sent her a few photos of you living it up at the club. What? So you were the one! I knew it! You're rotten to the core! I'd call it a little payback. If this makes me rotten, you must be in a whole different category, Mr. Walsh. Do you have any idea what you've done? You've completely destroyed my life because of you!
Good. Then it was worth it. Reporting you to your company paid off, didn't it? And wouldn't you know it, the CEO and chairman are both perfectly alive. Oh, and don't forget, you owe me that settlement and the money you borrowed.
Look, Amber and I aren't happening now! The money aside, surely I don't still owe you a settlement!
You spent years belittling me. My attorney says the settlement claim is airtight. If you don't want to pay, we can let a judge decide.
Come on! We were married! Doesn't that count for something?
Ex-married.
Ex or not, we were still husband and wife! Can't you show just a little bit of compassion here?
Compassion? For a man who probably thinks all of this is somehow my fault? I don't have a single drop of compassion left for you.
It is your fault! You're the one who dragged the company into this!
It's payback. Payback doesn't work unless it hits where it hurts. And besides, it sounds like your coworkers already had it out for you anyway. Would have been the same result eventually, right?
What?
That new hire, Tyler? Sounds like you ran that poor kid completely into the ground. He seemed like he had a serious grudge against you. Turns out you've got nobody in your corner, huh?
Damn it! Every single one of them! Fine. I'm not paying the settlement. Not happening!
Wait, you're going to cheap out on the settlement too? Wasn't it you who said nobody likes a cheapskate? Derek was removed from his project at the company branch, and as the full scope of his behavior came to light, he was ultimately let go entirely. It wasn't just Tyler. Multiple other employees came forward with harassment complaints, and Derek found himself forced to pay not only me a settlement, but compensation to his former co-workers as well. These days, he's drowning in debt, scraping by day to day in a rundown apartment. The thing that kills him most, apparently, is Amber. The fact that Tyler, the very person who triggered his downfall, is now in a happy relationship with her seems to eat him alive. Not that Amber would ever spare Derek a second thought. That much is certain. Tyler is still with the company, putting in solid work. He stepped into the project Derek vacated, and by all accounts is being praised as the stronger performer. Then again, he's the one who brought Derek down, so it's no surprise he's got the sharper edge. As for me, I moved out of the house Derek and I shared, relocated to a new city, and started fresh on my own. This whole experience really drove home something I'd taken for granted at work and in life. Trust and integrity aren't optional, they're everything.